Soo-hyun's empire crumbles. Endorsements gone, drama shelved, and TV presence erased. A single misstep can unravel a legacy. But what happens when the truth is more elusive than the rumors themselves? The saga surrounding Kim Soo-hyun, once South Korea's untouchable heartthrob, has spiraled into a cultural reckoning that no one could have predicted. What began as hushed speculation has erupted into a relentless storm, reshaping not only his career, but also the very fabric of trust between celebrities and their audiences. The Kim Soo-hyun incident remains unresolved, yet its shockwaves have already left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, exposing the fragility of fame when it collides with moral scrutiny. Kim Soo-hyun's descent has been nothing short of catastrophic. His name, once a beacon of admiration, now carries a weight of unease and disapproval. The endorsements that once lined his pockets have evaporated, with global brands swiftly severing ties to distance themselves from the controversy. Disney's ambitious drama Knock Off, a project that promised to cement his international appeal, sits in limbo, its production indefinitely halted. Variety shows, once eager to feature his charm, have gone to extreme lengths to erase his presence. G-Dragon's recent program, for instance, either meticulously edited him out or obscured his face entirely. In South Korea, his image has become a liability, a symbol of betrayal that networks and advertisers dare not touch. The question lingers: how did a star who once commanded adoration fall so far, so fast? The allegations at the heart of this scandal are grave, each new piece of evidence tightening the noose around Kim Soo-hyun's reputation. Kim Se-ron's family has taken a calculated approach, releasing incriminating details with a precision that feels almost surgical. Chat logs, photographs, and videos have surfaced steadily, each unveiling a layer of alleged misconduct that paints a troubling picture. What sets this case apart is the family's refusal to seek financial compensation, a stance that strips Kim Soo-hyun of any leverage to negotiate or deflect. His attempts at denial have faltered, undermined by a lack of substantiation. In an era where digital footprints are permanent, his vague statements feel like whispers against a tidal wave of proof. The public, hungry for accountability, has little patience for excuses when the evidence speaks so loudly. The infamous press conference, billed as his chance to set the record straight, only deepened the chasm between Kim Soo-hyun and his audience. Rather than offering clarity, it became a spectacle of avoidance. Journalists were barred from asking questions, a move that echoed the disastrous tactics of other fallen stars like Jung Jun-young and Park Yoo-chun. Kim Soo-hyun's demeanor, nervous, defensive, and at times tearful, did little to inspire confidence. Instead of addressing the allegations head-on, he leaned heavily on emotional appeals, lamenting his distress without providing concrete answers. To many, it felt like a performance, one that backfired spectacularly. The industry took note. Brands pulled their support, production companies distanced themselves, and even his most loyal fans began to waver. His posters, once plastered across Seoul's streets, have vanished, a silent testament to his tarnished legacy. At the core of this maelstrom lies the issue of Kim Se-ron's age at the time of their alleged relationship, a detail that has ignited fierce debate and condemnation. The accusation that Kim Soo-hyun pursued a romantic connection with her when she was underage has struck a profound chord, tapping into universal sensitivities about consent and responsibility. His attempts to redirect the narrative have been clumsy at best. By enlisting Lee Jin-ho to leak details about Kim Se-ron's personal life, he hoped to shift the blame and tarnish her credibility. Yet the public response was unexpectedly measured, with netizens choosing to honor the memory of the deceased rather than engage in further vitriol. This miscalculation only deepened the perception that Kim Soo-hyun was grasping at straws, willing to sacrifice ethics for self-preservation. The financial fallout has been staggering, a grim reflection of the scandal's magnitude. the cancellation of knockoff alone carries a penalty of 180 billion KRW, roughly equivalent to 1.8 billion USD, a sum that would shake even the most established star. Add to that the loss of endorsement deals, each with its own contractual penalties, and the scale of his predicament becomes clear. His visible panic during the press conference, those tears that seemed to spill from fear rather than remorse, suddenly make sense. His career, once a towering edifice, now teeters on the brink of collapse, and the uncertainty of what lies ahead is palpable. For many observers, his refusal to acknowledge the relationship early on was a fatal error, one that shattered his credibility beyond repair. His later admission, coupled with bizarre claims, like insisting it was normal for an underage Kim Se-ron to cook for him at his family home, only fueled disbelief and derision. The public's trust in celebrities is a delicate thing, built on the twin pillars of authenticity and accountability. Kim Soo-hyun's actions have undermined both. His reliance on vague denials and emotional manipulation has clashed with a society that demands transparency, especially in matters as serious as those involving minors. Social media has amplified this scrutiny, turning every misstep into a viral indictment. The allegations, if proven true, could lead to legal consequences, potentially ensnaring his agency and further complicating his path to redemption. Major brands, wary of association, are unlikely to reconsider partnerships anytime soon, and international projects, once a promising frontier for his career, now seem out of reach. Even his fan base, once a fortress of unwavering support, is fracturing, with many expressing feelings of betrayal and disillusionment. The road to recovery, if it exists at all, will be long and arduous. History offers few examples of stars who have successfully navigated scandals of this magnitude. Redemption hinges on genuine contrition, sincere apologies backed by actions, not just words. Yet Kim Soo-hyun's responses thus far have been tepid, lacking the substance needed to sway public opinion. The media continues to cast him in a harsh light, each new headline reinforcing his fall from grace. Rebuilding his career would require not only time, but also a fundamental shift in how he engages with the world, a willingness to confront his mistakes head-on and prove, through consistent effort, that he is worthy of forgiveness. For now, the IJA lawsuits, financial penalties, and public distrust form a labyrinth that may prove impossible to escape. This scandal is more than a personal tragedy. It is a mirror held up to the entertainment industry itself. It exposes the precarious balance between power and responsibility, fame and integrity. Celebrities wield immense influence, but with that comes an obligation to uphold ethical standards, particularly when their actions impact vulnerable individuals. The Kim Soo-hyun incident underscores the consequences of failing to meet that obligation, reminding us that no one is above accountability. As the saga unfolds, it serves as a cautionary tale for others in the spotlight, a stark warning that even the brightest stars can fade when trust is broken. The ripples of this controversy extend beyond Kim Soo-hyun himself, touching the broader cultural landscape. South Korea's entertainment industry, known for its polished veneer, is being forced to confront uncomfortable truths about power dynamics and moral accountability. Fans, too, are reevaluating their relationships with idols, questioning the blind devotion that once defined fandom culture. The incident has sparked conversations about the pressures of celebrity, the weight of public expectations, and the human flaws that lie beneath carefully curated images. In this sense, Kim Soo-hyun's fall is not just his own. It is a collective reckoning, a moment that challenges everyone to reflect on the values that shape our admiration. For Kim Soo-hyun, the future remains uncertain. The evidence continues to mount, each revelation chipping away at whatever remains of his reputation. Legal battles loom on the horizon, and the financial toll is already staggering. Yet beyond the headlines and the numbers lies a deeper question. Can someone who has lost so much ever find their way back? Redemption is not impossible, but it demands a level of humility and honesty that he has yet to display. Until then, his story serves as a haunting reminder of how quickly the world can turn, how fragile fame can be when it rests on a foundation of secrets. The Kim Soo-hyun incident is a saga of hubris and consequence, a drama played out on a global stage. It reveals the limits of charm, the power of truth, and the unrelenting scrutiny of a connected world. As the public watches and waits, one thing is clear. The star who once lit up screens across Asia is now fighting not just for his career, but for the chance to be remembered as something more than a cautionary tale. Whether he succeeds or fades into obscurity, his story will linger, a testament to the enduring tension between talent and accountability in the unforgiving world of fame.